Iran Update, October 9, 2023. In today's report, we will focus on recent developments in the Middle East, including clashes involving Hamas, Palestinian militias, and Israeli security forces. This report is brought to you by the Critical Threats Project, CTP, at the American Enterprise Institute and the Institute for the Study of War, ISW. In the Middle East, tensions are escalating as Hamas extends its incursions into southern Israel, and clashes erupt between Palestinian militias in the West Bank and Lebanese Hezbollah in the northern region. The situation is rapidly evolving and could potentially expand the conflict to a second front. On October 7th, Hamas launched a surprise ground and air attack into Israel, sending hundreds of fighters to attack border posts, military sites, and residential areas. In retaliation, Israel has conducted airstrikes in Gaza. What's crucial to note is that Iran's axis of resistance appears to align itself with Hamas' operation. The Al-Qassam Brigade, Hamas militant wing, launched an attack into the Israeli town of Rahat on October 9th. They also fired rockets into Israeli territory, including Jerusalem, calling on the city's residents to join the resistance. Meanwhile, Palestinian militias in the West Bank conducted attacks against Israelis on October 9, possibly with funding from Hamas. These actions align with Hamas' objective to extend its Al-Aqsa flood operation into the West Bank. In response, the Israel Defense Forces conducted airstrikes on more than 500 positions affiliated with Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad in Gaza. Gaza has been placed under a complete siege, affecting over 2 million people's access to electricity, food, water, and fuel. Israel has even mobilized 300,000 military reservists, hinting at possible preparations for a ground incursion into Gaza. Members of the Axis of Resistance have issued threats, raising concerns that the conflict may expand further. Iran's Foreign Affairs Ministry spokesperson, Nasser Kanani, warned of a devastating response to any Israeli attack on Iran. This follows an unidentified Iranian official's statement that Iran would respond to an Israeli attack with missile strikes from various Middle Eastern locations. To support this threat, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, and Lebanese Hezbollah, LH, deployed forces to the southwestern Syrian border. They've established a significant military presence in Syria, including weapons storage facilities and barracks for affiliated militias. These escalations have the international community's attention, and Iran may seize this opportunity to advance its strategic objectives. Let's take a look at some of these objectives and their potential advancements. Objective 1: Nuclear Program. Iran's nuclear program has been a global concern for some time now. Recently, they've taken steps to reduce their production of highly enriched uranium, HEU, and even diluted a portion of their HEU stockpile. However, this issue remains far from resolved. What could be next on Iran's agenda? Well, they might decide to accelerate HEU enrichment, effectively increasing their stockpile. Such a move would undoubtedly raise concerns and questions on the international stage. Objective 2: Develop the Syrian defense industry. Iran has been actively working towards enhancing Syria's defense industry. Their goal? To manufacture advanced conventional weapons within Syrian borders. This aligns with their broader regional ambitions. So, what's the potential advancement here? Iran might expedite the transport of advanced weaponry into Syria for assembly, significantly bolstering Syria's own manufacturing capabilities. This move wouldn't only strengthen Syria but also fortify Iran's military presence in the region. Objective 3: Arms transfers with Russia. Iran is currently engaged in negotiations with Russia regarding the sale of advanced conventional weapons. The outcome of these discussions holds significant implications for the balance of power in the Middle East. Imagine this scenario: successful negotiations lead to agreements for the sale of Iranian drones and ballistic missiles to Russia. This could potentially reshape regional security dynamics in a profound way. Objective 4: Expel the United States from Syria. Lastly, Iran, in coordination with Russia and the Syrian regime, is actively working to push the United States out of Syria. Their strategy involves not only arming and aiding Arab tribes but also potentially directing an attack on US forces. These actions could force the United States to withdraw from the country. In a region fraught with complexity and tensions, these objectives and their potential advancements are pivotal factors that demand careful monitoring and analysis. Iran's actions in the coming months will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences for regional stability and international relations. It's important to note that Iran has categorically denied any involvement in Hamas' attack on Israel, despite reports suggesting otherwise. US and Israeli officials have responded cautiously, emphasizing the need for concrete evidence. Iran's relationship with Hamas improved in 2014, with Iran providing extensive support to the group. However, Iranian officials maintain that Hamas is an independent movement. That concludes this Global Ops report for October 9, 2023. We will continue to monitor these developments in the Middle East closely. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for more insights into Iranian activities and their impact on regional stability.